How's it going out there? This is Feed Your Mind. And so some atheists might mock Christians by saying that they believe in a talking snake. Others might say God lied to Adam and Eve when he said that they would die the day that they eat from the forbidden tree. And so Adam and Eve ate from the tree and they went on to live a lot of years after that. The Bible says they lived to be about 900 and something years old, actually. And then so a lot of people in that time lived to be about 1,000 years old until after the flood. And before they ate from the forbidden fruit, apparently they weren't supposed to know death at all. And so after that, they ate from the tree and they went on to live a long time, right? Well, later on in the Bible, we see that one day to God is 1,000 years. So Adam and Eve didn't even make it to 1,000. So in God's eyes, they died that same day that they ate from the tree. So he was not lying. And then as far as do Christians believe in a talking snake? Well, that's not exactly true. I mean, you could say it like that, I guess. I mean, the thing is, what was this creature? Well, it was a serpent, right? Now, the thing about this serpent is it's not unheard of for demons to inhabit animals. There's definitely proof of demons inhabiting people, right? I mean, the Conjuring movies are based on truth. So there's lots of reports of exorcisms and demons inhabiting, possessing people. But then there's also a story in the Bible where some crazy guy had a lot of demons in him, and the demons were cast. Jesus cast the demons out of him, and the demons ended up inhabiting pigs. So now we see demons can also inhabit and possess animals. And so for there to be a talking snake in the garden, that's not so far-fetched, because apparently the devil came down to the garden and was lurking around and spying on Adam and Eve. And then apparently he picked a serpent as his vessel to do so. And it's not clear if that he possessed this animal or maybe that's the form he took when he was on earth. I've listened to reports of lizard people. So there's reports of, David Icke was talking about lizard people, but you can also consider them serpent people. There's footage of news anchors with serpent eyes and celebrities. And it's just for like 1 second, they have serpent eyes and then they blink and it goes back to normal. Sometimes their eyes might blink instead of normal, they might blink like a serpent creature. There's also footage of a news anchor. This is recent footage where a news anchor's throat expanded like a frog. And like I said, David Icke had lots of reports of these serpent people in high positions of power. And there's been reports where their tongues were, might slip out like a frog or a or a snake. And so there's also reports of shape-shifting demons. So I don't know if these demons have the ability to take on various forms at will. So yeah, there's lots of reports of this alleged serpent race that dwells amongst us. You might want to check out my video a couple videos back where I cover the They Live movie and how that applies to real world stuff with there's people that walk amongst us that aren't exactly people. It appears they're not actually humans, and they're attracted to positions of power and celebrity. So it looks like these beings dwell amongst us. And if these atheists are so can't believe that a Christian could believe in a talking snake, well, these same atheists, a lot of them believe in aliens because they're convinced that the world has a vast universe, and there's lots of galaxies, and there's outer space, and these beings. There's a good chance that there's aliens from outer space. Well, it turns out the heliocentric model was invented with what looks to be demonology, where these people like Copernicus and Galileo were influenced to come up with this solar system idea and this outer space idea, and they were influenced by demons to do this. A lot of the math adds up to 666 when you calculate the rotations of various things in the solar system. So basically, the fallen ones would like people on Earth to believe that there's such thing as aliens, because that gives them the opportunity to present themselves later on in the future, and people would trust them because they wouldn't know that they're demons, because people would be like, oh, these are aliens, but really they're demons. So these demons are probably dwelling here on Earth with us, and these are the same beings that were involved with the fallen one, the serpent being that influenced Adam and Eve. So it looks like there's something to the phenomenon of aliens, and some say they might be even dwelling underground. Some are dwelling here amongst us on Earth, on the surface. Some are said to look like insectoids with like bug eyes, and from being underground so long. And so basically, to believe in aliens, I mean, you can't go around mocking Christians for believing in a talking snake if you believe aliens are what they claim to be. All the evidence I've researched points to aliens being demonic beings. So they're probably connected to this whole serpent people that dwell amongst us. And so the serpent was even said to have, well, it appears this serpent, according to the scriptures, was sentenced to slither on his belly as a snake. So I've done studies where there's possible giant snakes lurking under the earth, and these serpents may have been worshipped before, because in the ancient Chinese mythology, they have a lot of serpent creatures that they worship that they call dragons. And so if you look at the depictions, a lot of these dragons had arms and legs. And so according to the Bible, the serpent was sentenced to slither on his belly after that. So these dragons would no longer have the ability to crawl around, and I believe a lot of them had wings too. So you can see depictions of these dragons all throughout a lot of Chinese history. So what do you guys think? What do you think about this talking snake thing? I mean, if Eve was interacting with this creature, I mean, could it speak? Well, I've heard some studies in some books where they said animals at one time were able to communicate with people. I don't know too much about this. These books, I think I heard Zen Garcia possibly talking about this before, where the language of the animals might have been different back then or something. They might have, everything on Earth might have been speaking Hebrew. I don't know. It's not even that. That's not like the only option though, because this serpent being could communicate with Eve through telekinesis, through subliminal, through the mind, basically. and communicate directly in our head. However it communicated, we don't even know if it was an actual, like a snake, like the modern snake we see today. Like I said, there's reports of, I believe the being is called an Akash or something, where it might not have been like, it might not have been like the common snake. It might have been like more of a humanoid snake, like I said, with arms and legs even, where it was sentenced to slither on its belly after it got punished. So this snake could have been a humanoid type alien being creature. So if an atheist could believe that alien could communicate with a person, then it wouldn't be so far-fetched to believe that a serpent demonic being can communicate with humans as well. And so as far as like the evidence of these dragons and stuff, well, you see a lot of these dragon bones that they now call dinosaur bones. I know there's a lot of skepticism about whether these bones are authentic or not, but I believe some of these bones are actually authentic, and they could be connected to these dragon beings that the Chinese depict in a lot of their traditional depictions. So yeah, we'll have to conclude this here, but basically it looks like I mean, it's not so out of the question to believe a being, well, especially a being like the fallen one, Satan, because he was in heaven. He was like a high-ranking angel in heaven. They said he might have been a cherub or something, even, where he was a director of music or whatever. He was made of jewels, and these are highly intelligent beings. I mean, I believe a lot of the technology we have today was influenced by these same beings. Like, we didn't just all of a sudden come out of nowhere with a lot of these technologies, like radio waves, you know, the ability to communicate through radio waves, and the television, the automobile, the engine, you know, a lot of these technologies, these advanced technologies, I believe I believe they were influenced from the fallen ones, with these secret societies communicating with these fallen ones to achieve, you know, they make deals with them, and they're able to obtain technologies, and they're able to do things and create things and invent things that, with the assistance of these fallen ones. So believe a lot of the reasoning why they want to help these people invent things is probably to help them as well, because I believe they're trying to create a portal, and they need technology to do things like this, because they're trapped here under this firmament with us, and they can't escape. And so they're working with humans to advance our technology in order to help them create technology so that they can create portals, and possibly they might even create something that might release them from you know, some of them are locked up still under the earth. So there might be a time when these people might work on a project like CERN or whatever, where they end up creating a portal to where or a doorway for these beings. Well, they might unintentionally do it. They might not be working on it with that intention, but it might actually have that consequence where whatever they're working on might open a portal for these beings to arrive onto the earth. And like I said, I believe a lot of these beings are already here on earth. Some are underground, but whatever it is, I mean, they're not from outer space, and they're highly intelligent, and they have the ability to communicate. So they're not just some dumb beings. They're actually probably very smart and intelligent. So anyways, What are your thoughts about all of this that we discussed in this video? Let me know in the comment section. Also, if you'd like to donate to this channel, you can donate as little as $1 to help keep Feed Your Mind online, so that I can continue to create more and more content. I also leave links to my social media and my other channels. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Feed Your Mind signing off.